wanna see me live now. It don't get tired now. Famous and the name now. You know go fit say you don't know me now. Anytime I like a flight to Dubai now. Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like I they buy now. Turn up, cause me I let it turn down. I let it run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing.
Shake up your body, yeah. Let me make all man they glad, yeah. Shake up your body to the beat, yeah.
For this one way we dey, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The reason why some man go stay, now only God know. The reason why some man
Give me the business, give me the business, give me the business. Definitely kushe kabo me famble them. Yes, it's your boy DJ Little, the Moses for Salon Entertainment. Welcome to another edition of the big election question. But this one we come up to now with the big election question with a twist. Yes, today the 19 February 2018. Already halfway. February we don't go past already. In fact, February I don't need on themselves because February reach 30. So we don't pass the halfway mark already. Now we're done with the Rondon. So this is the reason we will be suffer depression inside January because they don't pay we plenty. We will be suffer inside January because they don't pay we plenty. February the term short, so the money they can quick now we are. So that pain where you been feeling inside January, February you get that excitement. So most of una we don't show change. Well, now for feel free. But anyway, me people that want to know, it's a cold day today in London. Rain come this morning. No, the rain come serious one is so gone. I don't know side the southeast. The rain come. What left me us, I left me us. I know where raincoat, but I soak better one. But anyway, still, I manage for Canada. I don't reach here, and me people they will get a very special program there for una today. But before I even talk about me wonderful guests there and the program we get today, last week Thursday. Salon make history. Yes, Salon make history. Who say you been there where Salon make history? Last week Thursday. Who say you been there? I want to know. You be there at work, you be there at house, you be there at cinema, or you been go beer. If you go beer, if you not go beer, well if you go beer now then well now that's it you get or the best place for being there if you be there Southeast London, you be there Walworth Methodist Church Hall. Now there it happened. That's where the community came together. Salonians, yes, in what I would say, Salonians in Southeast. That's what I would say. And some of football and sister them back where they out of Southeast, we can join we. And there is a platform where obviously where we all know and we all familiar to and we all used to when our AYV, that's now Active Young Voices television, they help for put together. Especially for who are in the diaspora, who are in the UK, we all come together. They organize a pre-debate where they bring come experts them force. So they we all come up for the big presidential debate. We're not the first of in kind ever. The first of in kind ever it happened in our country. For let you see politicians them or aspiring presidential candidates them all can team up now one platform. They can argue. Not to that parlor argument too. They can argue man to man. Wait to make them feel say they are the best person for become the next president of Sierra Leone. If you remember the 5th of February, I talk say Salon man, everybody na expert. Now that make me on Diaspora Voices and they bring the one they will know to expert on the platform. Because we all not sabi. Salon man all man sabi. Nobody know they will not sabi. But that person will sabi and not get the degree you say sabi. Now that feel they boy sabi pass you will get the degree there. So all man don't give assessment, all man don't talk, you don't talk about that program there, how the debates happen on Thursday. Well, Diaspora Voices, we say we have much small all day, small no more, and I have much more kude. But let's talk like this, no come, then say myself no talk. So myself I want talk small, I want put lily pepper and salt. I feel say I want for comment first of all the people that we put this program together, we make the election the election debate happen. I believe say NEC were very, very involved, the government itself, because then you need the government approval. So if you don't get the government approval, it never happen. So we get the government approval, so we have to tell them. And also, more importantly, all the Sierra Leone medias will come together and unify this, because a lot of people don't know this, you understand? If air out through AYV, but all of the Sierra Leonean medias, they way did together, the SLBC, you know, the Star TV, they all work together for let this program out. So yes, AYV provide the platform, but now a whole Sierra Leone coordination, cooperative. So for once again, we should say we able to come together, we do one word, we come together and showcase Sierra Leone. But now we talk a little bit more, but we candidate them. We been get comedian. We been get the one that will freeze. Yes, we been get, you know, we get Boku. We get some Monday where as soon as you want to talk no more, that time the mic get problem. You know they call them all Diaspora voices, you know they call him. Then you get some Monday language left param. You know, and then you get some Monday, well, where you don't learn Boku book, now action no more, now Schwarzenegger and no more, now be deceived. I be the first say I be like when they whip windscreen. Now I don't know how I be the see windscreen. I know more they whip. So we get 5 different characters then, but the character they all I don't know who way you agree with. But for me personally, who I agree with, let dog dream left line belly. But all what me go say on a serious note on the day, what you be the open me yes for Yeri, I know Yeri am clearly. I really know Yeri am clearly because I've been one for Yeri things in the way. Posting go put say this. I not say that post will say 3 weeks so I come and they turn you know. You know, I go be lost for policeman, I go be lost for army man, I go turn the health system upside down and put the best health system inside there. But we begin all down in the day. But again, you know, so all kind of character will be getting. But again, as I say, nobody not talk waiting me one for Yeri. Most people then they where we know Yeri, waiting the average saloon man, one for really Yeri, waiting the average saloon man fi say, this are convinced. Because if somebody go tell me say are they buy uniform for all school picking, you know more salon school picking there. But anyway, then again, about 40s are picking on one and then they go school and salon. The rest of the only pencil orange and banga. So if someone say I go buy uniform for all picking, now because you know say na 40 picking on the land book na salon, I make you get confidence for na chest. But anyway, still, you know, the other thing again what I want for talk, but you know where they can na then kind platform then that's what they call a presentation. It make a lot of difference. You know, fashion. One part we big water then they Italians say they go length and the suit. E big bang and as I said to I they open the program to where I want to get involved. This topic is a topic where it hot na the plate. And me when they can talk about this topic, so I don't feel say I even qualify. But they can touch on them based on me idea as a presenter. I not get the skill, I not get the qualification, and I certainly not get the body. But I still get passion and that subject way I like them because one, me first of all, na mama na uma born me. 2, I get granny, I get mama, I get auntie, I get sister, and then more importantly, I get girl picking them. So that means say automatically I don't qualify for talk about this subject. So for that reason, that little qualification they will get for bring the one the way I can say then get small expertise because on our way they over and I get all the expertise them. Then why then get small expertise them. Some of the faces the one they can see today, they're not so stranger to we community. Most of una go sabi them, most of una don't relate to them. However, then we can tell una a little bit more themselves, and then we can introduce the topic. Okay, so the topic tonight we'll go for discuss when are the hottest topic we will also get so much interest in is none other but female genital mutilation. When are F.G.M. female genital mutilation. So F.G.M. now we can talk about today. I'll get some various comments them. You know, I throw out some debates then today, some questionnaire then today on Facebook. I throw them out now WhatsApp. I get plenty response them. I want to say thank you to the one they all will respond so far to that program there. So for or against, I want for you to reform now. But I will not forget involved in the program. I not go left on so I not tell you how I will forget involved in the program. But we will tell you now when for coming to the program. The way one I can get involved in the program now by calling us or sending your message. Again, me able co-producer and co-presenter. We are the fabulous with Gassama now in the hot desk right now, and Ingo they take una comments them and therefore they read them out and una questions them. Or the best thing if you have to do now for pick up the phone and call we. The number now 07930-870-265. That now 07930-870-265. If they call from outside of the UK, not forget to use the UK number winner +44 or 0044. Make sure you do that. Now we go meet with panelists them now and then we can introduce themselves with
they set up in Douala, Sierra Leone, and also I work with parents in Nayasu at the week. Thank you.
Hello, good evening. Mina say I'm Karim Kamara. Mina community development worker and CEO and founder of Keep the Drums, Lose the Knife. Now project really try to encourage Sierra Leoneans for abandon the cutting part of Bundo. Abesi and Asodok, and they fight for the rights of the girl child.
Hello, good evening everybody here. Here, Salon, any part of the world today, they watch this program. Me, I name Hawada Bossise. In the UK, Hawa Trust. In Sierra Leone, Hawa Trust Foundation. At the Fight for Women and Girls Initiative and Children in Crisis. Here in Sierra Leone. For women, they forget rights in anything so far we do. No voice come higher.
Yeah, me family them, me sister them, me auntie them, me mommy them. I dey beg una pardon for the benefit of the radio program. I go just call una by una first name today. If that okay, I can always take permission. So if una can allow me, let just borrow una first name then today, and then we go discuss them later on the other issue. I go to wake water as they can say. So anyway, una welcome to Diaspora Voices for Sierra Leone. Where today we can talk about a very passionate and a very sometimes emotional topic to all Sierra Leoneans then. And I know say most of una we don't log on so now. Importantly, one thing they want to even tell una say if you watch the program, do you the big share. I can always the big una we the big una for una share because una sharing they also empower other people there and then they educate other people them. So they are una share the program them so as many people as possible.
F.G.M. now one part of the ceremony where they can do that the Bondo Society. The Bondo Society a boku ceremony the way they do it, but where it can to F.G.M. now one of the ceremony. If I talk now on the UK Saudi now the practice where they can do to that picking them private part where they can cut them, but as the program go we go explain to the community what exactly that means. So F.G.M. simply not to all man like what they can call an F.G.M. Some man they want to call a circumcision, some man they want to call a sunnah, some man they want to call a initiation. But all said and done, within the actual way they do, the physical way they do, then they cut the body part or the vagina of the woman and girl picking them.
Besides, now the cut, then the cut come out. Yes, I think we therefore begin to talk the language where we people and they understand. You know, as I'm really glad the way we do this program this hour. You know, most we picking them don't sleep because they get school tomorrow. But it's very important for let we talk the language where people and they understand. That they know the importance for let this practice stop now with community, the cutting part.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else want to come into that? We
for make a buttress to Alima. Now one of the practice the way is say now practice way then you do now the process of Bundo. But now in the major gateway. For me, all the other things the way they say they do them one. They know they ever actually drum if they not do that thing. The bondo know they happy.
Okay.
Well, in other way, the Bondo society, how everybody is here, we are like me particular, and they call and say mutilation. I give me a reason why I call it mutilation. But on the side, then they say we get a challenge where people then say no, they not call them mutilation. Some they call them Sunday society, some they call them Bondo society, some they call them Sunna, some they call them say court. But me, for me, how I was to say, I feel mutilated.
Fantastic. All right, so obviously we get one person now where we only for also I need for make introduce himself as well. I know say we don't talk about in cause where you get we now with sister Agnes you there, and obviously you get a different perspective to we other sister than where you other sister the way you there around. So and I like the position we say so you get two now you left hand, two now you right hand. So
and it's a good job.
yes. So to you waiting at FGM to you.
Yes. Now with culture, now that we meet, and as I say, we get to go with the culture. Okay. Every part we day, everybody getting culture. Even England would they are getting culture. So Daniel with culture. The only thing is what I would say is for picking them when they're too young, they don't know any better, and that part they grow.
Okay.
Yes. If they wait and they grow, as they say, they want to pass the law for when they're 18. Then it's okay.
Okay. So one of the key things that we want to talk about, as well as the FGM, we get wanna touch on something where we call Bondo, Sunday, different names that they wanna call. Bondo itself, waiting na Bondo, and I want to let somebody tell me the difference between the Bondo and the FGM society. Are the two and back to the panel then?
Okay, well, I can give a small idea on that.
Because of the distance, if you can talk louder, please.
Bondo society, when they say Bondo society, you get the cut inside. Oh, me they call say mutilation. After that, you get different ceremony. And Sunday, then they practice samba. The southeast, now then they practice southeast of Sierra. Now so then they call the Bondo society, say Sunday. So, but himself, he get different way. After the cutting, you get the kindui, like the Mendes. Then they go take the kindui, now water. Then they dance the dance. So, then they call the Sunday society. The Bondo society, like the one where we go, after the cutting, before the cutting, you they go dance, then they dance with you all night. You have the same thing back to the southeast part of Sierra Leone. So night or morning or early morning or midnight, they line una, they go cut una. After the cutting, then you get other things and back way there, then they say you go take una de lukne, una de that's the Bondo society. Wo the Timini, Limba, Loko, what they practice. So then call them, but the name popular as Bondo society.
Anita in Granny Nabisowe, a more qualified for talk, you know, but Bondo when Usawi they talk, because some of we not come up from practicing, you know, family then way then get Sowe, because now the Sowe thing a rite of passage. If you not come up from a family where in the court, I can never be a cutter. You understand? But someone in the likes of Anita, if it will get interest in the practice, if for the court speaking there, thank God that the opposite side is there. But I believe say Bondo and Sandy, not the same. Not just because we all come up from different parts of the country. We get many people who come, they get their own village. Like I mean, know some friends and family then when I many them. Then for when they picking them one for go Bondo, pass they can go inside their own village, because they believe say the way where they go eat medicine is different from the way we they eat medicine na free tongue or other parts. So now the difference that one, but the canoe where they pull people and limba people and self they pull am. You understand? So now the same thing, nothing no different. You know, where come from the bondo, whether na Mende line or whether na Timini line or whether na limba line or the only difference when we know some person will not get enough money for pool and picking there, then go say then they go sooner. Now that we understand as soon as so then they cut them first. Then they wasan then they wait first. Then they pull them and do until they get money. Then they continue the ceremony. We don't see them practice. Then the next part they go on. So you can see that difference there within the bondo. But it don't make any difference no. Because I remember when they put we bondo, some of our cousins and they want them don't cut because they been get for travel. But they not pull them. We when they cut we, now they can't join them with we. They pull we all together and they don't cut them like 2 years before we. You see, so now that's not the bondo. And the bondo itself, now way for let them go train we woman then for prepare we for marriage.
Okay.
Now then they go teach you how for cook, how for clean, and most importantly, how you for be totally submissive to your husband. Now that are the initial plan of bondo.
Alright, so
that apart from the cutting.
Alright.
I'm glad for all the speakers then because now the correct thing they say. Me want for look at the different type of bondo then. When they say the bondo, not the same. But even the language don't make we look different a bit. And even the F.G.M, where they did that cuts, we get different cuts. Some man, the south na tip, then they tip. Then they pull no more half. The north, then they pull the labia minora, the skin under. Not to the clitoris, so but the south now the clitoris and the pull. Then left that side, beside the mouth there and the other body they do. So you dey find out say people and they tell you say, it no matter, we not care. But we were going at the north, we know say we the more disadvantage past the south. Because even when they do activism na the ground, we say log go inside, log go check kuda go bono. We can use them say una no go bono, na play them go play with you. Because we will know, we feel them, we miss out, where they miss out today, we know the implications. And the arm around them, what they look at them, where you they ask me, say, oh, you go bondo, me on bondo, and me I they enjoy. We are you not all the same, some are way small, them pull them, by the time they remember something go back. Me at 13 years, the Casserian tell me, granny na big sewing, in Diabu, na inside what I pull and at 3. When I say powerful, when I say man not the pastor, I need pastor. At the under I am now we sleep. I see always happy in that process. From the day with me granny died, you know they did, but they get for tongue giving because I they don't trust that. With papa, you know, he cry, he don't want that because papa na conservative type. But he cannot fight them. So with that, we pay the price because of granny. So when you not go there, you not see me granny and a big mercy woman. We be the block camera for woman. My man like you make this. I see with them fry, them roast, they make them eat as a child. So for me, the day when them puts me boom, when them I reach there, now I rebel against them. I don't ever dance behind drum. I frown against I even while they in the bush. I get me pad, then not pad when they wipe. Now Catholic school I go, we get all thing. At the vex now there the guys are saying now do. Papa sit on 2 weeks he said to go there and they pull. So me that can do that dance. Papa no do not dance and mona madina. So we na sooner we go. But with that sooner na deep cut. Then left me with the psychological impact. Okay. When you the thing say na enjoyment but not to enjoyment. So now the two types of bondo and the practice that one day. The mende them. The reason why say they say they put bondo for me they put two money. To make them train you. And they tell you say, Madam Yoko, if you go back to history. I want to go reach all their side in the I want to reach all their side in the as we know, Africa and as defined by the World Health Organization, all procedures that involve partial or total removal, as I don't mention, from the external female genitalia or other injury to the female genital organs for non-medical reasons. He said today, more than 125 million girls have undergone genital cutting in the world. A practice with no known health benefits.
On the contrary, he says F.G.M is a painful, traumatic, and dangerous, as we don't cite here. He says the removal of all damage to healthy, normal, and genital tissues interferes with the internal functioning of the body and cause several immediate and long-term health consequences.
It don't solve the questions who we get for car answer because number one, the people themselves with it one, they not give no justification for why they did one. At the end, the woman say, for in a work, in a money they make. They say, they give me other thing, I don't want to do this. So, but if you notice by the entire program, where the argument where they can get us about culture, nobody talk about the culture where they land it. The only thing where they talk about are the physicality where happen to the Pekin. And you see the age. The problem where we get us this talk where we talk not only for like 1 to 2% of the women population, because most people there don't go under F.G.M. And the problem where we get in which other countries around the world not get, we get bondo, then they happen. In fact, something and they treat them. Because when you born and do the bondo, like when you
one person?
For one person, when you tie back, the person when they go wash your body, then she say no, not cut, they go cut you. It's if I would can go put some people in bondo, like my cousin, so when they put them, the lady where would they wash, it's say, oh, they not put them better, so left. They get for go cut them back again. So the question why I can ask most people there, imagine now a child with biological clock, with physical body, they grow. Like when we age, they extend, you know, the big way they grow, the more way they grow. If picking the 3 year, 4 year, even 8, 7, we know say puberty can begin around about 9, 10. Yeah. Then go cut, just pinch your body no more. When you wound, you cut yourself. Then later on you ask yourself, how much percentage per that body will they take? So imagine now a girl child. Then I want left the audience there with an image. Before we even talk about anything within the salon system. The Bondo Society means about bonding, bringing women together. Let we talk about the thing that were important to the woman there. But unfortunately, as time don't progress, none of that they happen. In the olden days, like with granny there, with mama and time, where they go, they will land there. Everything is a preparation for womanhood. Then you ask yourself now, if they carry 3-year-old picking inside the bush for go land and how for be woman, which kind land you go land where you go remember till when you reach 18, 20, 25 where you married?
So me, I want for bring people at home, tradition and culture. The good ones and the bad ones and like how they talk so, the bondo one separator. Even at the good one, little, me they do every year 100 girls. Right around the country, we they bring them together. We call a celebration without cutting. All the good things are IG because they're dirty. They don't know what's in me. Puberty stage, that smell, we they make them lamb, we not get roll on. We the chisha for build you confidence so it's not people we talk man, nobody not watch you. We do the tradition, we they put story and then we put the fire. Then they dance, then they clap. Go check my Facebook page. All the pictures and did it. Now that's what believe say if we do them. But it's already picking and they come out. The man business made and they slow and down. All night, hey, sex, I want for tell you now the mind you did. Not the way you catch that in the day. They get girl they do it. They all go do. Then they fall at 10, 50 man for the night. You did it. So when they can't tell me, the tradition will respect them. The good things that will not take them.
And waiting at the cultural part exactly where they focus on. Then somebody back talk say that's also for their own business in other fact. That's also not
so you want to put on the to Agnes?
Yes, okay. So people that want to know what's the cultural aspects of this bondo because for me personally, and I agree with what some people that talk say, where me personally don't ask people there, we don't go bondo. What's not the necessity? It always come back say, oh, for release you feeling for man and everything. But I said, what's not the other benefits that we they get? They're not able to tell me the other benefits. And so, is it actually culture or is it just a demonic practice?
If the parents they want to do unto the Pekin accept, well, fair enough. Because we don't see people they don't be. Because they love their man, I don't see one Korean girl where we say, what 2002 Nasriya. It make me then go do one. The woman, you not take 1 day self, maybe 2 days, you don't go back to a man. Then do one today, you know, knows yourself now, they don't do one. Now you go.
The woman as an adult woman?
Now adult. This adult, a big woman is about 30-year-old woman, 35.
He make that decision,
yes, he makes that decision because of love, because the man will meet a country man, and in a Creole girl, the man say, I'm not going to be comfortable with the conk. So then go for good one. So even me say for ABC, I go bundo, I tell and say, you're right with that.
As an adult?
Yes,
okay.
As an adult. So he do one. This is 2002. Yeah, well, I go see that because the woman would do an host to myself. Now woman would look after me picking. So he do one so comfortable, unbelievable. He no go.
Now outside do this na salon.
Na salon dey.
The woman would look after you picking?
Yeah, so they look
so
after. Yes, that's way.
Oh my God.
Everything. So you know, he wait and call. Now boy picking they look after. Even though if you look after girl picking, now me forget decision. So what I want from the picking. So you know they kind of thing in our culture. Because when you talk about feeling, now this is they say what people in the say now for.
But you see, you watch the video, you see where people then they reference the word culture, culture. But as you say, and then at the same time you listen to what in the medical experts and they talk.
Yes.
In terms of you also when you watch the video as well, you see the environment.
Yes.
The south side, so when they talk say.
Yes.
Now a condition anyway if you say conducive for any clinical practice.
When I done it, then get for put in place.
Okay.
Then get for
I want to hold on there because I want to bring somebody into this quickly.
Then get for need.
Now question I want to ask you what you think of because I want to come to you back because I want a comment from Auntie Hawa. Auntie Hawa, I want you come in because there is a relation here between F.G.M and the risk to health.
Yeah.
So I want to bring you coming for this because obviously you self see the video, you see the environment again. We have been just ask Agnes.
Yeah. Today in this country and Sierra Leone, why me connect F.G.M and HIV with other STD disease? Yeah. It happened in my own family. Then caught na Makeni, Robolo. Then get Bankabus Bindenia, they were not there anymore. Chief Bondo then put nearly 50. So my nieces them in there among them 3. You know, so them picking them all come out with HIV because of somebody, I think my colleague been the talk say they drink and they drink all night dance. So what you don't check. You don't know pussy body, you know they know. One great knife.
What?
One knife. Or one laser blade. Then cut. Me go 2003. I see them picking their they hear they drop. The mama say, from where they come up bondo. I say, when I come up behind this bondo, you call me, I no give you money. He said, I don't begin to talk about bondo. I get me on side. Tim and the bondo, what thing happened to me? What thing make I can't open me what can't talk. Now me get for take them picking there. I say logo, sister logo na hospital. Oh go na the doctor. I say let them do blood test. He look me say he related to them picking there. Now say na my nieces there. I say afraid though. Say them get HIV. Now me get for make them test all that then the case he go in rubbish because why? The mommy will be there, then go cry to one of the politicians, their mama, one of go dig inside grave, so I not be able to fight the case. One of them ministers, you know, the medication is very expensive. I help. One day for die. Then most of them picking then they die. Then you see in our community today, we get a lot of hepatitis B. Nobody knows where you get hepatitis B. Come from them, they left there. So, if they see somebody, you know they drink alcohol, but if they get them, when they send a carrier, if you don't get her from a young one. So, if we talk about medical, what make making link the two, it happened in my own family. Like me will see do so. Now my auntie, the sowe business in our family. I go last year, I born the blind. I go to in our village, I born the blind. They say would I dry in for career. Now my name sake. But he been get Parkinson's disease. He hand dey shake. Me flesh go. Me colleague dem know. So now that make all and they say people and they say, oh, circumcision. And they say, no, me na mutilation. They mutilate me twice. It me twice. Then today in a salon, I go last year in a salon, inside hard rich areas there, now the north. Get a good problem from this bondo. What woman they die, now they hard rich side. Yeah? Now local birth attendants, you know able the like a weed in north side, then they take everything, they be plain out. You know able because he for stretch, we the born. That thing where they take power we for stretch, but we will not get her. Then they begin say, hey, push. Oh, can't talk. You get you don't cause somebody or you get yeah.
Yeah.
Then if they bring the woman they die, the pikin they die.
Okay.
Hey, we don't reach now. This now the 21st century. Don't call her now enough is enough. Culture, no practice all that thing.
For sure, let people they understand.
Yeah.
This is not. If now culture, we been they drink blood, we been they walk barefoot, we been not be they wear drawers. Now we all they wear drawers. We not woman then. That was not our culture. F.G.M not a salon culture. F.G.M like a culture we salon take. We not to. So I just want to show the audience the way they online, and I will want to say not to blur the pictures. Then by the way, these are just normal artist pictures. But I want to give the illustration so people then will understand. According to the World Health Organization, they come up with a definition based on the fact that they see different countries then. So not to just salon. Salon then are the country with the highest number of FGM. So they can show type 1.
Yes.
Type 1 where most time we can get na salon and they do to the small picking there.
Okay.
Now where they can go pull the clitoris.
So now razor blade that. Now the demonstration.
They can say razor blade, but then they use anything. Broke glass, blade, knife.
Please do not say
anything
that.
with, of course. Of course. You get possibility in that you sew in basket. You know, it depends what they get. All man they go train because they train.
We'll go for give Agnes the chance for defenders.
Yeah, so if I can bring the because this is a much bigger. So type 1, which we practice in salon, we then can go do this sooner the number or be the small bundle. We then they go do small bundle that this number then they go do. But then they go do big bundle now, then they make the big one where you go there inside the bundle bush for at least 1 month. Then they go cut the clitoris, so where we they call conch. Then they will cut the small lip there. You go see some man then because we woman and have 2 lip then both sides. Then can go pull the lip there on either side, so until then they cut half up so or they cut bottom so. Then you can see some side and they go pull all the lip, everything. So man then a flat where you can say, oh, I want for be clean so I don't go scratch. Now that you can see with people they mean. It depends. Again, it different from community to community. Even 2 sisters they where they can go put them, then they get the same thing because nobody know they measure. It just depends on waiting they meet up that moment today. So type 4. Where we not getting type. Type 3. Well, like this way they can go put the type 2 the lip. Type 3. When Boku people don't know same way they do. I'm among the crown codem, some fuller there. Where they cut the clitoris, then they cut the lip, then they lock the woman then. Then can take something like who we can use that mimosa because we get that flower where they say lucky waste. You know that flower where they grow, they pass na road where they go smooth, the way they touch. Well, so side and they then cranko side and then kabbalah side with that plant they grow, the sticky, they feel like big cushion needle. Then they can see then they lock the woman there. The tell where then they open you now the tell where you they married. That the man they can open you. So you can see I'm then cranko them marakade, then some madingo not to all them fuller, then lokode, then and by with the border between Salon, Zimi, Liberia. So what we they talk with people they can say cultures, most people they not even get an idea. No, there's no culture to this. This is not just for make the whole thing about F.G.M. when they talk about sex, not to sex. It's just to control because we culture be they say back in the day. woman not for even holler when you deal with your man inside room, you for lock him out because then they feel like say you not loose woman. Those times have changed. Chinese people they cut their foot for let the woman foot make like it's small so that they go feel say in vagina small because then they associate small vagina with small mouth and small foot. Like where woman they say man get big foot, he get big tin. All these cultures have changed. F.G.M, the F.G.M way salon they practice. I'll go for tell salon people in this because when they talk culture.
Just touch the screen again.
So that touch this. It come up from here. Where Mami Yoko come na England na yeah. He meets Queen Victoria. Then they do something what they call the debutante. The Queen the aristocrats they bring titi just like how we been getting a salon. Then chief picking the way they can get and them the hot barrier there. Man can put cooler for you. That was the thing. So where you can say so when I say they do then kind here because the slavery just don't then then they cut the woman then so the slave master then will sleep and terrorize with woman then because this was what was accepted. So these were practiced from the slave time. So you know we salon in history 1861. With William Wilberforce when they canceled the Pedro de Cincha. They came with this when they see woman and the waka breasted. Now we are the only country for no salon with woman and the waka with bare breast. No other country in Africa. Even the Guinea you go see woman and cover, but we will be a sister we will woman and the waka. So that in itself was an attraction for. So my Yoko forget that woman there. For lemon they will get woman. So in some ways even it's like a small business for make sex trade, prostitution. That's not a culture. So we want to talk about these real issues because if I follow with people, is this a culture they want for instill in with girl child where today we get one of the highest number of children with children. With Taluna we get the highest number of teen pregnancy. We get the highest number of women dying during childbirth. So because of these reasons, but then they restrict for letting people that talk about these things.
I want for bringing yes, go on.
I see question now, as Alima they explain. I get a direct question where Mariama they ask. As we don't hear the mammy na the clip, some man tell you say, oh, no get work, if they give you this. Now go make we change we left.
Yes.
Mariama, I sorry the money where they don't pop and them mommy there. Me now one person 150 way me mama bring together. We say Lord we enjoy Lord cook. I really get heart for them and I respect them because now that's they show them. And we not go condemn them for that. So me now I make up bring the alternative passage of rights. Now in that day, they quite say they say keep the drop the knife, keep the drums. Me say celebration without cutting. Why? I say they get need because they have half money. Then they now I tell you now 500,000 before the chief give their license. Each picking at 500,000. They don't need chief for now. Then so come and then they edit this thing. So when they go then tell them no more now then are the boss. But now they so legalize the thing like na process. So the chief self na the tongue, he get power. If the chief not give license, they know the practice. So now the first this will get not to one side. The mammy there now one, the chief there now two, I will come back. The society man there now two.
That me yes not the glad waiting
but waiting Mariama they ask now. We they don't try them. Me Ebola 10, me and UNICEF 64 words now they are work with all secret society there. From what we keep the Ebola, they tell they go to 100 days. Now that tax state then give me name organization. We bring them, we train them. The same thing can. Then say okay, forgive them money. They don't give them money. Now more yourself where they sign. For more see one step for encourage them. Say okay, now let for cut them picking them. Make the big one then now. If they want make them go. Now more now money back then give them. They eat them. When they go, when they give them, they don't eat them. We get yellow bond all. When I one way to my come on, I name Michel. He did some calling. He said the school fee. Michel, yellow bondo.
Yeah, yellow bondo.
The yellow bondo.
What's not yellow bondo?
Why the yellow bondo? Inside the law, we they give the picking a scholarship, but we not for put the picking a bondo. But they make the place like the bondo butch, where then you go then play, then do the thing like what we said they do for the conferences.
I see.
So when you done, now yellow then they tie this. So when they if that black hair, they the white tie, then tie yellow now they eat. We get the other one where aim they do. Then a blue and yellow. Then the time. For men more than go up the left. Then they give them on you. Then when they eat the money, the devil and the car, they say we're not giving blood. Now make them they hide. Now when they not say the big girls there, then they're gonna wait. Who get away? They say, and then they face them. So now I make them turn to them picking there, 3 years old and above. 18, 16, 17, and they challenge them again. They say because now say Lord, the devil they want the blood. So they say if they make them crazy, if they make them sick, then they broke, then they able to do nothing. So Mariama, I not still give up them for more give them business, for more first strategy for engage them. But this is a highly and deep spiritual thing where then they play with we. Then they play with you with money. When they see money, they talk fine. We don't bring so them together. All time we don't do all kind of conference, all kind of meeting. Take to the religious side.
Let me just correct you. F.G.M, the body does not grow. Once it's gone, it's gone. Then they try when they can do they call reconstructive surgery. It's just to help the woman stimulate. But once it's gone, you cannot restore the body to its former shape. And for woman there with clitoris, the reason why when they cut them because they don't want the woman in teen grow like a man. So for man, you see how now I make a one for describe something. Because for we like for show visual. Now that way they with people there. So if I take banana for example, man in private look like a banana. Circumcision, when they use the word circumcision, we need for correct people there. The word circumcision are like peeling. There is no peeling that they do to the vagina when they cut woman bono. Then they peel nothing, a cut, then they take and fail, care and go. So you take the penis, when they do man circumcision, and they peel the kanda, the foreskin. But when you see the banana still there inside, you will eat and get all the nutrients there, you will still feel healthy, you get everything. Not that I subscribe to that by the way, because harm. So then the penis down, you take the vagina now. And the woman, you say strawberry or orange stuff. If I want for peel orange, sometimes they see some people they can take sharp knife when they peel the orange. You must take some pan the orange, right? Not to peel it, they peel the vagina. Like circumcision when they peel man, then pull the foreskin and left the other thing inside. Now the body bing, then the chap come off. So let we not use the word circumcision, and they just use them for make them. It's like a misnomer. They use them for make them feel comfortable and it not sound so crude. But then they peel the conch, then they peel the lips off, then they peel with skin. Now cut then they cut and come out. So then you want for just a circumcision because it fits the argument or for soften the damage. So in England, that make the law change twice. First then they get the female circumcision act, where they call her circumcision. But when they begin see woman them, now hospital like the St. Thomas Hospital, St. Mary's, na Paddington, King's Hospital up the road now, woman are not able for born, woman and they suffer infection because when they can go pull, there is a reason why God give we the body, we cover the vagina. It gets a purpose. The clitoris, then they cut her because they feel say it will turn to man. Because when you cut the pantap, nobody can go pull. Bottom, they about 9-inch long, like ruler. But when you see they don't pull this top, they mobilize the function. Yes, you will get sensation, you will get feeling, but it will take a while. Now, because people they don't know the trauma, so they misjudge the feeling and having sex, the emotions, so they don't even understand. This is very deep. Why you talk to people there, I can let them understand, but it's very difficult. I think because they associate feeling with different things.
So we are coming to this.
Yeah,
you understand?
so
because
understand.
You have said just like you colleagues them, you as well the grown. And today you're also, socialites as well, I can say. And you see some of your sisters them, you get woman to woman talk with some of your sisters them, and as well you get good relationship with some of your brothers and back when you talk to. Knowing waiting you know. How Alima talk about the social aspect where so the feeling where we some of your sisters they miss, where the people don't understand. The one day where from your experience, waiting at that gap, waiting at that missing function, why we now this effect of the F.G.M they cause.
Okay. Right. My position at the community not go allow me for use example or share as much as I can, but I go use myself as example because now if you want for make change, You get for be as honest as you can. I must say today, I don't ever feel like this throughout my role as a campaigner. And honestly, it's like they can me go back na Bundu Bush. I swear to God. The way what I feel as in the talk now today.
So we get a sisterly family talk now today.
Honestly, it's like because you see me then cut me with my sister then because then we 15. The oldest was 25. The youngest was 2 years old, and I was 11. Yes, some of my cousins and my sister then they watch this program today. So it's like I they get this meeting with them. We don't ever get the opportunity for sit down and talk about what really happened to me and how Bondo affect me. It really affect me differently, you know. To be honest, me I don't. In all say I get 6 speaking them. Yeah, me too. Me first bobo when at 21 year, I born with different man. Me second picking way they turn 15 March, I born with different man. Because of the issues then what been they go through per relationship, you know, sex now been one of the major problem. Because you know we community, I know we know all waiting I know now. I thank God I know waiting I know now. Now this make I the fight for help me other sisters then. Now this make I do what I do. Because I know what I know now don't help me in this me journey. You know, I don't sexually active until I was from I was 18. I never had an orgasm until I was 22. And I wear Canada this country. Now I did England, so you understand. Now I get my first orgasm. So imagine I don't be sexually active until I'm 18. Since I was 18. Now punishment. All the time. So sometimes I can wonder how many women they like me. When they go through the same stress. When they not ever know what's in a pleasure when it comes to sex. You understand? Because now pain they know all their life. Don't forget say some of we sexually active after they don't cut we. We don't know any other way. So when man claim pantapi, you just they pray for me. You can't wait for let it just grab. I've been there in that situation day before. You understand? And I know a lot of women the way they come together, they create this safe space for them, for let them able for share, knowing that I myself don't go through that. Our self don't go through that. So I'm not alone. So there's pleasure in sex. You know. So it means I know for they go through all this pain. You know what I always say? We very, very lucky the time they wouldn't put me bondo, because me a 40-year-old woman. We community was very, very safe. In a sense, we not get outside people the way they can bring all kind of disease and can expose me to all waiting they happen so now. Now we because we when they put me bondo. Now one guy so when I cut we all, imagine we 15 with the same knife. So colonel to I know they ever forget. And I still remember the woman who sit down pantap my chest. I sent this leaflet to me mama and my sister because I hope say then they watch. Because my small sister no go bondo. Thank God. I talked to my mama and he listened. But my mama spent 10 days for give back to my small sister. Similar thing happened to me when I been born. My 14-year-old daughter when they turned 15. St. Thomas's Hospital. I did there for 4 days. I know you were born. Because me they cut me 210. Like what Alima say, we all get different experience. Not only like say the intention of cut you twice or 3 times. No. When they cut me, because I've been in the struggle so much, they left part of my clitoris. Me they cut from top to bottom. Zoops. Now like granny boat. Yes, just with a hole. I guess scar tissue around me vagina opening. And scar tissue don't stretch. Now in make way some people can argue say, well they put me bondo, but I not get problem for born, I not get problem for engage sexually. No. Or they can argue say, woman they will not go bondo. Self can get problem for born, but they not get scar tissue problem. Now that's how many people they know.
I want reading because Agnes, they smile because obviously, I don't know whether Agnes disagree or agree.
Good for I read the whole story today.
Yeah.
Myself go through Bondo, then put me Bondo. I go through 3 times because I'm the young one start. So they do one 3 times. But as I said, my parents say, now that's habit, and in culture. Okay? When we don't grow, we don't know now say, me begin, I go for B if he wants. You understand?
You get a girl picking?
I'm not get girl picking anyway.
Okay,
But if I get girl picking, so I say, I now will make it go. If you go, now they don't do one because when they do one, this my 3rd time when they do one, they inject me. You see, they inject me, so I don't feel the pain. So now that's I expect if it
So your 3rd experience, were you an adult?
I'm an adult. I was 17 then when they do one. So you see, because
just interject, knowing what you knew going through the first 2. You know, if you say you did in position for say no mama, no papa,
well,
do that.
I can't say no because Mrs. wants that.
Okay.
Yes,
okay,
I
you
want that. Yes, because what have the experience. Yes, when I do the first one, maybe that time if I been get sense or other people they don't tell me, I go say, oh, Mr. not go because like when you hear the only story, I go fear. I say, oh my God, this is pain then or something. But what can get sense now? The age of 15, I see say complication there, so I tell them. Then say self like the woman when they look after me, 9 minutes notice or something, and Mrs. Self as a Pekin, I'm not being comfortable with this experience, so then do one. That the village will be there. When they don't do one, I can't free turn back. It's still something that happen, they grow. I so uncomfortable, itchy, and they destroy my pants. Uncomfortable. I was itchy. Every minute, my sister go, because sometimes every day I watch you, I don't share this program. I tell them, I say, no, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm itchy. I the embarrassed. I'm not the team up in front of man. I don't get mine. Although then there's a self-man business will not begin man. Yes.
Well,
so I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with my friends them.
Yeah.
I tell my sister. So what did they do? They inject me. So they numb the area. They do I'm comfortable. I'm alright. I want me to pick in there. I don't get no problem. Just like a normal person. It's nothing to do with saying because.
Do you feel pleasure? That because I want to be.
Yeah, I still feel pleasure.
Where they make love to
oh yes, why they make love depend on the man. I still feel good. Yeah, I feel love. My dear.
I can attest to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
depend on the person.
there is a sensation there.
Yes.
You know, no problem. There's no thing to
depend
say.
on the man church you and the man play with you. So that kind of thing, there's nothing.
Little psychological thing.
Okay, we'll come in and yes.
Yeah.
We're going to tell why not so very voice, but not very for
what's that one for look at like we in the Agnes they talk so.
Yeah.
Who knows the first attempt where they make waiting cause all that itching? Because it don't go 2 or 3 times. You can imagine that. Like we all man they expressing say the things like for me, even for me picking for born it take me like 5, 6 years. I didn't feel safe for born because of the experience. You nearly die. Picking no get passage. Then they say no more push natural bad. Can you imagine that? And some people and they tell say pass the chair and most of the women they experience that. Most of the women they experience a pass the chair and they say they help them for the passage. You get luck in England, they want them say then give you all kinds of things for me not feel the pain. We bagan and so Jara. So that feeling they make it every day feel. And no one they know the cyst why ever get sometimes if I not be making small we cannot for me mom became. Now we age 13 9 them put me. Who's I cyst they come on actually
8, 9
because the vein and they blow up it begin grow. That cuts where they comes. It causes a lot of complication for some of we. So if we stand for talk, the beginning would help them for me to understand. Somebody can I say, okay, when I sensitize these are you sabi now the advocates you do so man they don't tell you say then they kill we. Me big parade I got in up the zero tolerance last year. Now they give me platform with the beginning, then me cheerleaders them for go perform. They don't know where they are. I wear me t-shirts. They don't know, then go give me mic. Now I say, wait, they will say me to stop now. Oh, no, like, you never. Now so man,
Time.
now I say with time we not go understand. Them bobo they I get boku bobo they what they work with. They say then they find it. Then they say then they find it no they pass paramo. Now no waste to time. So the threats alone where they say, but they don't understand. But until we feel and we know and we they talk, yes or not get different experience. Now make a trust all the time. I say sexy then not the mind. If we make up your mind to enjoy it, we enjoy it. But the medical side, the impact is so boku. Than the thing I wish we get about you women. When I go look at the fistula, all day they patch them picking. When you walk I lick. Because you know born for himself. Like how I talk. Then TBA they don't finger the picking and they exhaust. But they say they reach that picking they die na ibele. Sunday the picking said by the one and I yourself they die. So we they do referrals to that Aberdeen Women's Center. It's too much. It's too much.
So you talk about education. I go through the process. You don't see anything wrong with that. Happy with the how why making parents put up because you know some of your family member they will not go through. There is a clear difference. I don't know what it's like for reference in it, but maybe una will ask.
I want to ask her waiting at the difference.
Alima, well, the rest of the panel because if they want to know first of all before they respond to you, waiting at the difference where you get. Where you feel say you family and other you continue will not go where they get in terms of is it your upbringing, is it about are they promiscuous, are you just in a single are you married, what's the difference basically?
Well, I'm not going to just say because me go through me married, I'm not going to come in that category.
No.
So the panel is the one for no. What are the difference in terms of where
attitude towards life? Their attitude towards life. When they say,
but how you go relate down there to F.G.M?
Exactly.
Well, this is the thing because they will say, okay, I want to do this because they say we will not open this for us. So I can do whatever I want to do. Like for example, I can take myself, I go talk to okay, I deal with my man, another for begin with and sleep with all his friends, but they're like, okay, that's fine, they said we put our not going to do and it's fine, it's like a culture for them.
I think say no bringing no yes.
I think I want for comment on that. You know, this idea where people and they say people we no go bondo go be promiscuous. I think say now with community, majority of women there, let me say probably from 30 upwards to we own age now, we them and me there now. You understand? Because me now 40 years old. Yeah, I see. Most women they will don't go bondo, they become more promiscuous than women they will not go bondo now with community. Yes, and then they say that I can say that any side because you know one like what I just share, most of them not get the pleasure for experience and orgasm, so then they try their best, then they try any man around them and anybody where they see. They don't believe say no more. The man they out there we go with say them. And if they get party them, what then you know some of we frisky. Like I mean now for more I don't find me a small man. You know when they able touch me and make her you understand we don't understand we say honestly oh yes so I be don't arrive. So now that make her they help me other sister they for let they able for understand. You know how you get for go about this. Because we community we get this kind of thing where among man them. If you get deeper relationship, you know some of we now don't go. We get for help we safe. You understand? You man go to the church and you say go to the church for stimulate yourself. If you try that, some man go say this guy na girl. Before the church and they all over the place. You understand? They don't see you one kind way. But we get for help we safe. You understand? So if some of we don't get that point, they will don't cross that boundary. They try for shares and say, oh, you know me, I'm very outspoken. Somebody will come out and tell you, man. Oh yes. Somebody will come out. So and the person after the person there, you go bondo like me. So what will they talk?
Okay.
No, that comes for the law. And people and they ask the religious aspects. And I mean today. The argument where people are older than they get, we don't get Muslim clerically. When are international high profile people from America, Senegal, Guinea, I don't travel all the side and there on behalf of F.G.M. We learn beaucoup from them. For tell you say, it's not there in the Quran, it's not there in the Bible. So no, when you talk about culture and religion, it's all from religious aspect. Please, 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 I want to tell everybody about this. I want to let you understand, you see in that way. When you think say, that religious beliefs, that's a make you go heaven or this that in no day no sign na copy and paste no. We just go copy.
Well done. Thank you. I want to bring Alima. Alima, I want you just touch on because there's one or two things that we will not really touch on so much on. And the legislation and the policies then will it be an F.G.M because a lot of people don't understand. Just like waiting I will come into some comments there. I really want.
No. Antonita, I think so. You get for answer this person.
Okay, well, Antonita respond. Then we can.
I think so. I know some people. Please pardon me. Me, na English speaking. So if I don't know how to, if I'm mispronouncing your name, please forgive me. Let me make that completely clear. I know it for pronouncer. This one is for fee. F-E-A. It say it is wrong for you, Antonita, as a chief's child, to speak what you're speaking. What's your response to that?
Holy Ghost fire. Is that a wrong waiting?
It is wrong for you to. Where is it? It says.
So we picking.
Maybe so we picking.
No, it's that you as a chief's child, they wrong for make you talk the way they talk.
Wow.
It's like because I think say when the campus so a business, it's a secrecy.
Yes,
there's a level of secrecy. It's a sacred code where that code would never be broken. It's not like say you don't come broke that code. So what do you get for say for that?
I'm sorry, I think say if me granny been there alive, I will tell you say me when the granny die, when left the soul be alive, then look me they say this devil know this here. Then laugh them for don't and gone because if me and me granny who they do, they command the devil, then they beat, then if they hear the belly, they say ah they bang I say no make her sleep, therefore make noise for me. So me, the devil then they look me then they run for me. So for that, me granny today na grave the way he say this and no say I will not be get secrets. When he died, the black, now my cousin and go give me cousin back don't die. So for me, now the only boy picking at me, Papa way born. But I've been too great for the demons there for me they no can hear me. So if he thinks me for afraid for tell you wait and know, I saw way picking, great granny, me and me granny now they sleep now they eat together any side go and fall around. So I'm sorry about that, but this is about a generation. This is about helping all the girls, some who save their lives. This is about everything. Salon said then sabi me. I tell you, I say who do you believe in? Say, oh come on, no more now. Don't me I not get nothing that Jesus I get and I want for save picking them. And not get nothing way benefit we other than pain and frustration. I people with today. So I'm very, very sorry. Now I make on the education side with the educator man. We don't bring the soul that we don't get them. We don't bring the man that we don't get them. The pastors they don't come. Human rights activists they don't come. The picking the world they work for we don't tell them. The parents and then the buyer them. The soul then I send them, if you not go by so we know they put money. So we don't give you all your education, community sensitization, the government still they don't want to do legislation. So they come back to Alima. Now it's still they push on legislation, but not to the, then they put the law but they don't the enforcer. 1 month ago they announced say secret society not for common, not today the Bondo pass my culture, not today the old one big concerts na stadium, say then they celebrate Madame Yoko. So we need to call things by their name, my dear. Sorry, Faye, but I have to do this for a generation. Thank you.
Especially when it comes to Salon and then we Auntie Anita don't begin to touch on as well in terms of laws that they don't pass.
Well, yes. If I can just touch on Miata still there on the line?
No, we don't send Miata.
Okay.
But you can still come into the watch.
Miata don't answer in your question because by the fact it accepts in causing them, which is a natural feeling for the woman expressing herself that way. They say insist in causing and they feel other way. They feel that way. They already don't answer in your question that it already they miss out on something because sex is natural. The way we feel about sex is there's nothing wrong. There's no haram. It's sinful. Pleasure, natural stimuli. So in terms of the law and the legislation as Salon, if I just look on the international laws there, because Salon is not a single country on its own. So when we they practice agriculture, we need to practice them on the own. It might be practical for let we do under the confine of we boundary, we borders then a Salon. But once you don't cross Lunge, you don't enter play, you cross even Liberia, the law they apply to you. So we get the international law when the sort of the world law around the United Nations. The United Nations declared F.G.M. in 2011 a human rights violation. Why it was a human rights violation? Everybody don't talk, including Umawe, sort of is for F.G.M. They define the definition of a child is anybody under the age of 18. So if you go touch person, when they say consent, you cannot have an agreement on consent. Just like rape, anything we get for do with sex, you cannot agree to it. So for cut a small child, circumcise, initiate, or enter into a bondo society where they go touch in private part, that's a violation. Because that's a sexual interaction you are having. Whether not just you touch the pantab, you don't already do something where you're not supposed to do. So the United Nations, on those bases, that it's a violation of the woman's right, because we private, they help we for deliver. So we reproductive rights, we rights for being a woman that God created us whole with body integrity. So the law was passed in 2011. Then apart from just the F.G.M. law in the UN, we have other instruments like the CEDAW, which is the rights of a woman. Women have rights because for many years before the laws were formed in the United Nations, sort of the Human Rights Convention and all these instruments, they needed to make specific law that we go help we women there for progress we help, for progress with representation, for progress the way we they make decision for get belly and for born picky, boku they law and they help we for let we be normal, almost on equal terms with man, even though not all the country they do that, but they sit down. Then you get the Children's Act, when other law they back within the international confines, where Salon is a signatory. So they're all their lawyer won't like this. So I just because for them people they will not sabi the law, the book side, we go for talk and so people they will understand per normal language. So Salon don't sign. Then you come now to 2000 and I think 2014 or 15, Salon signed the Africa now. We can't so don't do the world side, but Salon are part of the African Union. The African Union self getting your instrument around the rights of the girl child of Africa, the rights of women. But they get one big law where they call the Maputo Protocol. The Maputo Protocol was formed in Maputo, which is Mozambique, because African nations they come together because obviously we woman them they die boku pan born pikin, we woman them they die during civil war, we woman them they die pan sexual violence, all kind terrible thing. Anytime they want to do something in a country, the law that they affect only woman them. So because of the system, they call them patriarchal and misogyny. Only the thing way for help man. If you see Bono, don't talk at this now. Waiting and they say for let we go married with a married man. For everything and for better man. So the African the African Union come together. They form this big policy legislation law. Where Boku them been glad for them, including Salon. Not all the country they sign, but Salon sign because Salon say we don't come through the civil war where women they use them as child soldiers. They use them as sex slaves. They use them. Then we don't get the outbreak of Ebola at the time. Not Ebola, sorry. We had an outbreak of cholera. So boku thing them they come. We health system not be strong. So when the government signed, they were really ready. Salon, we began at the time, we began Moijo Kaika as the gender minister and Attila were the deputy minister. And I'll get forgive them 2 man and the credit because waiting and do no ever country, no man no ever do now the country. We say we stand for the rights of women. And even at that, They went and signed the agreement. They agreed. The government agreed. Said they will go on the ground for legislate this policy, for implement and for make sure say people they understand, because they not just talk about F.G.M. F.G.M. was like number 5 per this Maputo protocol. But that same law day, for example, this Emma lady will die so then days here. Now one of that law day for that happen, because per that same law they talk about the right of woman, they will marry tradition for them will get right to land and property, traditional marriage, because we will not be the recognized traditional marriage. So you go see some people they go marry picking the upline, they go marry people boku picking the way they die now, then picking the or the small mama the comrade, they not get nobody for help, then they go just to the back, they go dump them at the village. So that law they become so because now Salon we get 2 type of law, which is very difficult, but it don't work for something them, it don't work for all. We get the formal law and we get the traditional law. Like for chief, so chief na traditional law, but chief can make law we can reach formal law. Like for make 2 married na formal law. So Bokutine, so the Maputo protocol actually make we traditional law become somewhat like a formal law for help Boku Umane, because the Maputo protocol it was everything for do with woman. But unfortunately, I think the time they signed this law, Salon can get the outbreak of Ebola. So they'll not be able to implement. And to be fair to the government, it was a challenging time because no country in the world ever get that kind of crisis there. But what they do as a result of this Maputo protocol, Salon, if you remember during the Ebola, because waiting Salon people there we don't know, as much as not to Uma we go do Bondo, but the first case of Ebola when we get na Salon, now so we woman, we go for go men Pekin, possibly sick na Guinea, one of the Ebola survivor there. Unfortunately, we in Canal, it don't contract the virus, it can't kill, but it not go do Bondo. But for sure the level at which harmful traditional practice, which is what F.G.M. is, they get for put a law during that 10 days. And to be honest, because the West not be understand say we know they can we did the body go na mortuary. Now we the was there and the people that waking was there the body depend who say you come like me when I team so and I carry the kind of the beshi. When you say if I die, God forbid. Now so many people they get for Kawasi body. Kawasi next year. No. Because of our time, So all them practice here been they cause the spread of the virus. So the government do then put a ban, say no tradition, because any tradition will involve the blood ceremony and this to get for touching, because they get for touch the person body, they get for stop and feel. So we don't do this. So we have stopped. Then when you come to the society, Boku institution, Bondo society na institution, a powerful institution, we want for keep them. The institution is if you don't do Boku for woman them. The only thing we they ask, they can do something else apart from yes. But the cut inside it don't damage a lot of it because we get 87%, 87 to 90% of the women today don't already go through this practice. So there's not much we can do for them people.
Okay, sadly. Thank you so much.